Are you ready for Couch Time with Sonja?
Hello, and welcome to Couch Time with Sonja, Season 3 finale, live at the Hess Club. I am Sonja Lowe, the Embrace Coach, and I am excited to be here with you. This is going to be an amazing show, and I love to have fun. I hope that you love to have fun. Audience, do you love having fun? Yeah. Awesome. What I want you to do is be interactive with me. This is a live recording, so that means I need your participation. So I want you to participate with me, and let's have a good time. We have an amazing show planned for you today, and there's some good nuggets that you're gonna get out of it. But there's also some educational pieces that you're gonna get as well. It's time. You know what time it is. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
For Couch Time with Sonja.
One of the most important events in life is having a baby. The closest hospital may not be the best choice for your family. Now, there's Stork Advisor. With Stork Advisor, you can keep your loved ones informed. There's a labor alert right at your fingertips. Stork Advisor even offers you a diff pregnancy tip every day. After you've had your baby, tell us about your experience and leave a Stork rating. We want to keep other expecting families like you informed. With Stork Advisor, you can know what to expect when you're expecting.
If you would like to be a guest or advertise your business on Couch Time with Sonja, I would love to hear from you. Email me. Visit couchtimewithsonja.com. And then there was life. Born to color outside the lines. Born for such a time as this. You showed up on the planet to produce a dream. You, yes you, were born with purpose, with words. Friends, imagine that your dreams can become your reality by the words you speak. It all starts today. It starts with you. Creation, formation, transformation, all begin with change. The battle is in your mind, but your voice is your weapon. Speak life, believe, prosperity, creative, daring. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Your future is unwritten. Let's begin writing today. Your words create your world.
For Couch Time with Sonja.
Do you have a desire to write a book, or are you currently writing a book? Our next guest helps to deliver and birth your dreams in digital form. And I'll tell you, she has a surprise today, right here on the couch, that she's gonna help me reveal. Let's welcome Dr. Cindy Childress. Welcome, Cindy, to the couch. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you. I'm happy too. What an honor.
Well, oh my gosh, there's so many things I want to ask you. But of course we have to stay on track. But the first thing is, how in the world did a rural girl from Tennessee actually get her PhD? When I saw that you are PhD and in English at that. I mean, how did that come about, especially being in a rural area?
Yes, the high school that I attended had the highest rate of teenage pregnancy in Tennessee, and that wasn't percentage-wise, that was the number of young women. So it was a tough place to live, and books are what got me through.
Wow.
So at one point in my life, I was reading 2.5 books a day, and it was education that got me out of there. And all the way now here in thriving Houston.
2.5 books a day.
I'd love to get half of a book done at that early age. Guys, I'm serious. 2.5 books at an early age? Wow. But of course, like you said, that helped you get through and what you were doing during that time. Was there something there that actually made you really dig into reading your books? Was it something there? Was there a root to what made you dig in? Or were you really just interested in reading books?
Well, I had a very difficult home life, and the only time that you would not be interrupted from what you were doing is if you were reading, and that was considered important. So I realized if I wanted to be doing something important, I should have my nose in a book.
Wow.
And the reason that I read 2.5 books a day is that my mind was going so fast, as it is when you're in an abusive situation. And to get my mind to stop going so fast, I would have to focus it on a book. And what I was looking for when I kept reading all those books was how to have a better life than the one I had then. Because, and as I read so many books with so many different possibilities, you know, my creativity was just on fire with what kind of life I could create.
Wow. Well, you know, it's always said that, you know, you become what you read. And then the more that you read, the more you elevate not only your learning, your education, but also where you can go in life, all about behind a book that you read. And I think that's pretty amazing. Well, you are an amazing woman. You have so many accolades behind your name. I won't even try to name all of the accolades that are behind your name. But also knowing that you moved from that particular time frame of being young into a new season in your life when you actually went off to college. And tell us a little bit about going off to college and what kind of trials you had there, but also the triumphs that you had as well.
Yes, well, I had a very thick Southern drawl, much thicker than it is today.
You mean to tell me you had a Southern drawl? I don't even hear it now.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Yes.
Wow.
It was so thick that people would stop me on campus and just ask me to talk to them.
Oh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Just because they wanted to hear your accent?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
So I became really good at just making up a little story about my day, because people would just say, Cindy, just talk.
Wow. Well, okay, this is what I'm going to say to you. If someone has an accent and you love their accent, just make sure you tell them I love your accent and keep it moving.
Yes, it was very strange to be asked to perform.
Exactly.
But, you know, it made me a better storyteller, so I think there's a good end to that story. And I would say so one of the struggles that I had was, you know, Anthony was joking at the beginning about his ACT scores. So I had like a 34 out of a possible 36 on the reading test for the ACT. So that was great. But also had
Y'all, she said 34 out of 36. Smart. With a capital T.
Oh, Sonja, you're going to regret saying that. Well, because my math score was a 17.
Oh.
Also out of 36.
You know what? The Lord always gives you a place where you compensate in one, where you're weak in the other.
He does, yes. That's why I married an engineer.
Smart girl.
Yes, but so I was admitted to college provisionally based on those math scores, and I barely made a C- my first semester in math. So the struggle was real to stay there and continue. But the way I found my way was the English classes, because there I was on top. There other people would ask me for help instead of the algebra class where I would have to ask other people for help.
Right.
And I started to see that I was exceptionally good in something. And that was really amazing, and I followed it.
That's a key point you said, that she said she was exceptionally good in something, which also meant that she was told that she was not good in something. So be careful what you say over your children, because that does follow. It does follow them. That was a pivotal time in your life right there. Congratulations that you stepped over that hurdle. Congratulations. And you ended up graduating
Yes, magna cum laude.
Come on, somebody. Not only was she good at something, she was great at something. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, also, you noticed I introduced her as Cindy Childress, but she's actually Dr. Cindy Childress. Congratulations to you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
So awesome. From rural Tennessee. We have so much more to talk about with Cindy. We're going to actually kind of dive into the area of her life where she married her sweetheart and ended up traveling around the world, but then also talking about her business and really about her passion. We'll be right back.
Couch time with Sonja. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Are you ready for couch time with Sonja? I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Are you ready for couch time with Sonja? Sometimes you need to hear something that will help you grow.
Let's be honest. Making a lukewarm marketing video is fairly simple. But who wants lukewarm marketing? Instead, how about something that conveys your unique message? Well, that takes creativity, and creative is what we are. We design custom logos. We even offer professional print services. Our goal is to showcase how good your idea is, no matter what your product is. Whether it's social media marketing for a new author or the artwork for the book itself, we can help. You've created a new app and need a TV commercial to show it to the world. We can help.
Now there's Stork Advisor.
If you're a photographer trying to show off your work in a unique way, we can help. Need a promo for your TV show? We can help with that too.
It's Couch Time with Sonja.
We're an artistic bunch and we love the creative process. We're not trying to be the best in Houston. We're trying to be the best for you.
CEO Jalea Davis is making history by becoming the youngest African-American female to own a television station in the nation. Along with her colleague, President Crystal Holmes, these women are becoming a part of the 1.3% African-American television station ownership. Get ready for iconic television, an all-new channel coming to your TV on KVVV channel 15.10, covering Houston's local inspiration, entertainment, health, wellness, fitness, family, visual artists, comedians, and more. Streaming 24/7 on iconictelevision.com. Be sure to stay tuned for the latest and greatest on Iconic Television, where everyone can be iconic.
Welcome back. Before we took our break, we were talking to Dr. Cindy Childress in reference to her having a leap of faith, starting to travel abroad with a special someone that led her into a whole nother arena of her life. Tell us about that. You traveled abroad for 7 years?
Yes. After I finished my PhD in English, I'd fallen in love with an oil and gas man in Lafayette, Louisiana. And
Woohoo, LA East.
yes. And he had the opportunity to work in Malaysia. And at that point,
Wow.
I had a decision to make.
Mhm.
He invited me to go with him so I could either stay here in America and pursue my academic career that I had planned for the last 7 years of graduate school, or I could go with him to Malaysia and be a fancy housewife.
And you chose.
You can guess which one I chose. So we we lived in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and also Balikpapan, Indonesia, which is on the Borneo side of on the Indonesian side of the Borneo island. And while we were there, I got busy. So I was the president of 2 expatriate women's clubs. So I did corporate sponsorships and memberships, raised tons of money to help a lot of different charities in Malaysia and Indonesia. And then after 7 years, my husband got an opportunity to return to America. So there I was with all this volunteer experience and no paid experience for 7 years. So,
Wow. With your expertise and, I mean, your degree? Seriously?
and yeah, I couldn't get a job even filing papers.
Wow. Wow.
I even took my education off my resume and thought maybe that would help, but
Were you overqualified?
I think I was overqualified and underexperienced.
Got it. Got it.
So I ended up making my own way.
You became an entrepreneur, I think.
Yes. After a few false starts and a little help from a company that did have faith in me and hired me to do technical writing and sales training for their phone staff, I decided to just hire myself out. And maybe instead of a business hiring me in-house, I would have better luck if I was a freelance consultant. And ding ding, that was the magic thing.
Wow. So you started that journey not really knowing where you were going to go. It's just that you had that nudge to say, you know what, I'm just going to start my own. But I heard you say something that was really pivotal. You had a company that believed in you. See, all it takes is having at least one person believe in you and believe in your dream and what's possible. That look what it birthed. That now you have your own company, is that right?
Yes. Yeah, Childress Business Communications. So it's a boutique ghostwriting firm, and I also offer book editing. And I have an upcoming retreat in Paris for a 3-day intensive Write Your Book in Paris. So I'm very excited about that. And as you can see, I'm blending my love and experience with travel with my love and experience with writing and reading.
And I want to hold her hand and travel right there with her. I want to go to Paris too.
Please do.
Well, oh my gosh. And so how have, with you having your business and you helping others, I mean, it's got to be very rewarding in that.
It is. In fact, just before we started shooting, one of my clients, Lakeisha, who's here in the audience. Hey, Lakeisha Woodward.
Hey, Lakeisha.
We were just talking, I was telling her about a book I'm excited about, and she said, you know, Cindy, every time I talk to you, you tell me about the books you're working on, and you always sound excited, like you believe in all of us. And I told her I really do. You can tell when you ask me what I'm working on, like I love the authors that I'm working with, and I love the stories that we're producing together.
I can attest to that, and I totally agree 100%. And with that, we have a special announcement today, don't we?
Yes, we do. Let's hit the reel.
Bear. Be authentic, real, and exposed. Becoming Bear is a continual and intentional process that requires courage and perseverance. Life has a way of tainting the realities of who we really are. From the moment we are born, others place their expectations upon us, and we strive to become someone we were never created to be. To experience a fulfilling life of purpose, we must discover our Bear self. Becoming Bear begins with a decision. Will you choose to live in the familiarity of chaos, or will you elect to live in the freedom of becoming your Bear self? Experience freedom and healing. Embrace becoming Bear.
Wow, that was amazing.
I'm blown away.
Oh my gosh, a dream come true. I am so grateful to you, Cindy, just for everything, for editing, but not only just editing, but even your expertise behind the scenes. You truly do take the time out with your authors and make sure that we're dotting every I and crossing every T. I love you for that.
Thank you, Sonja. I love you too, and I'm so pleased with how your projects turned out. It is truly amazing.
If you're writing a book, or you have a desire to write a book, or even a curriculum, there's so many things that Cindy actually does. So you need to get in touch with Dr. Cindy. Can you tell them where they can find all of your information? Social media, website, all of it.
Yes, my website is www.dr-cindy.com. And you can find me on social. I keep it easy, so everything is Cindy Childress, PhD. And I look forward to seeing you on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Go check her out, guys. Don't go away. We'll be right back with much more.
Connect with fellow millennials, creatives, professionals, and entrepreneurs within the all-new millennial community. Join in and get connected with local events, volunteer opportunities, and mentorship programs with the next generation. For more information, visit themillennialcommunity.com and become a member today. Membership includes access to special events, networking events, and civic engagement opportunities. Check out our online calendar for upcoming event opportunities, such as Millennial Think Tanks, community building events, the new Sea Live experience, and much more. Members will also be invited to join an online membership group, have opportunities to pair with local students in the Houston community for mentorship programs. Follow us on all social media platforms and get connected with the millennial community today.
Are you ready for couch time with Sonja?
Hey, don't I sound professional? Come on, don't I sound professional? Lie to me, just lie to me, that's all right. I don't think I should quit my day job. Do you agree with me? But our next guest, I'll definitely tell you, she can sing. But she, I call her a songbird, but she's also a shining star. Our next guest, I'm so excited to have on the couch, and it is CeCe Godbolt. Oh, CeCe, welcome to Couch Time with Sonja.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm so happy to have you on the couch with me today.
Thank you.
I have so much I want to talk to you about. But of course, singing, acting, I know that I called you the songbird and a star, because you really are in my heart.
Thank you.
But I really want you to tell our audience a little bit about, how did you get started? Were you the one with the hairbrush singing in the mirror?
No, ma'am.
So how did you get started?
Well, actually, Sonja, I started singing when I was 5 years old in my little kindergarten group. And the very first song that I sung was I Come to the Garden Alone. And ever since then, I've just been singing. I think it was just a part of me because my father sung. He sung in a group.
Okay.
So I think it just kind of handed down from him to me. So I realized that I could sing, and I've been singing ever since.
Wow, legacy.
Yes. Yeah, from my father.
Man, that's absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. So the beautiful gift that God gave him.
He passed it on down
Yes,
to me.
he did.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Well, I know that, man, you've been singing literally, like you said, all your life.
Yes.
But you actually put out your first CD.
Well, I
that
did
right?
my first CD, I Will Praise You, was released back in 2007.
Ah, okay.
And then I just released my second CD, my sophomore project, titled Make It Happen, April of this year. Yes.
Congratulations, y'all. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yes.
2007.
Yes.
2007.
It was a stretch there, yes. Went through
And
some
then things changed.
Changed, yes.
But then, of course, now,
Yes.
new seasons.
Right.
We
But
love
God.
seasons. Come on, girl.
Yes.
We
Won't he
love
do it?
seasons. Won't he do it?
Yes.
Won't he
Yeah.
will?
Won't he will? Will he won't? Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm just excited, and I have
Thank
had
you.
the honor of actually listening to your CD, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
I want you to know that you think about someone who sings and who sings for a living, and that's of course what CeCe does, but you're so much more than a singer. You truly are a minister.
Praise God.
You minister.
And that's what it's really all about, to minister to the lost, to someone who don't really know the Lord, and you can reach them through just one song.
And I love it that, that's called truly living your life before someone.
Exactly. My mom used to always tell me when I was singing, the life that you live about and you sing about, you have to live it. Because people watch you everywhere you go. So if you're up there singing and you live in any kind of way, it's not going to move anybody.
Come on.
Anybody.
That's
Yeah.
that right there,
Yes.
preach.
Right,
You can talk it, but are you walking
But are you walking it? Yes.
That's good.
It has to line up.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And of course, there's blood on your hands.
Yes.
There's blood
Yeah,
on
I don't
your
want
hands.
blood on my hands.
I know that's right. I agree as well. Well, tell me a little bit about the transition from even singing, because you are acting now.
Yes, I'm trying to do all of that.
Oh my gosh, you got to tell me. Tell me a little bit about acting, different plays that you've been in. You are traveling. You've been all around the world.
I have. God is good. Actually, when I started acting, it really came about me and my husband. We were at a play with Shirley Caesar, and she was in this play, and I was saying, oh God, you know, I want to do that someday. I want to incorporate my singing into the acting. And I had a lady to reach out to me about a play that she was doing, and she didn't know me or anything. She just Googled, and just, you know, my name came up. And so I read the script and everything, and I told my husband, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to go and try out for this play. It's my very first one, and it was called What a Sister Should Do. And so I did go, audition, and of course I got the first lady part. Y'all know how that goes, you know. And
Did you
it's
say the first lady part?
You know, it's like the first lady follows me. But I got that part, and I've just been doing it ever since. From a playwright that was there that saw me, heard me, and saw my acting, and invited me to be a part of her play. And from there, God just started opening doors for just other plays, and I'm just so excited. God said, you have not because you ask not.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
That's exactly right. How in the world do we expect him to bless or even move us to another level if we're not even willing to ask? That's amazing. But I also heard her say something that was very, very pivotal. You heard her say what she did when she sang. She was ministering. That's what she always wanted it to be.
Exactly.
But there's always been ups and there's been downs in ministry.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes, it has.
And how have you pushed through in this, especially in this industry? We're in the entertainment industry, is what they call it. Even though we're really not entertaining.
Right.
We're really ministering, but we also we fall under that level of entertainment.
We do.
So how did you push through?
For me, from the 2007 to now, it was a lot of praying and seeking God, and just asking God to order my steps. God, what is it that you would have me to do? Order my steps for me, God. And you open the doors, and not me, but you open the doors for me. And it was just trusting him, and also having just a little bit of faith that he says we have to have. And that's how it kind of got me to where I am now. Trusting God and depending on him and knowing that he will do just what he said. And he's been doing that.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, Cece. But also on top of that, with him doing it, what I've noticed too with you is I noticed that you don't harp on the kind of the trials that you walk through. You truly, truly move on past those.
You have to.
And that's amazing.
You have
Never
to.
stay where you are. Know that things may get hard.
Right.
But when those things get hard, what you do, get up.
Get up and keep on moving forward.
Yes. There's much more we're going to talk to Cece about, but we have a special performance by Cece, and I'm so excited to get to hear this beautiful songbird. We'll be right back.
Do we have any praises out there in the house today? Come on, let's give God a hand clap of praise. If he's been good to you, ought to show some sign. The song simply says, I will praise you.
I will praise you.
I will praise you.
I will praise you.
I will praise you. Yes,
I will praise you.
from the bottom of my heart.
From the bottom of my heart.
From the bottom of my heart. Of my heart. Yeah. Think I want to say it one more time. I will praise you. Yes, I will. Because he's been so good to me. I will praise you. Open doors that I could not see. I will praise you. Yes, I will. From the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. Of my heart. Yes, I will. This is why I will praise you. Yeah. Lord, I will praise you, for you've been so good to me. Even when I didn't know what to do, you said, my child, you can make it through. So many times I felt like giving up, but I fell down on my knees and I prayed, cried, Lord, help me please, 'cause I will praise you. Yes,
I'm ready